Hi, my name is Ashley Harrison, and I wanted to talk to you today about NFL players and healthcare. Although NFL players have some of the largest incomes of professional sports players, they also have some of the worst health care. The NFL does almost anything to keep players from feeling pain so that they can continue to play through games, but this strategy ends up hurting the players in the long run. Medical doctors who work for the NFL are told to get the players back onto the field by any means necessary, so they pump the players up full of pain-numbing drugs so that they can play through the pain. Although this method of treatment does work most of the time, there are times when it goes horribly wrong. A perfect example of this happening was in a playoff game between the Washington Redskins and the Seattle Seahawks in January 2013. The Redskins quarterback Robert Griffin III had just sustained a knee injury. After being looked at by 6 physicians and various other medical personnel, he was allowed back onto the field. But Griffin's knee was badly injured and he could barely run. When Griffin tried to field a bad snap, his leg bent at a weird angle. His knee was so unstable that he could not keep himself upright and he fell to the ground. Griffin was diagnosed with a torn anterior cruciate and torn lateral collateral ligaments. When they asked NFL Commissioner Robert Goodell why Griffin was allowed to return to the field, he said that it was a medical decision. Griffin should not have been allowed back on the field, but the doctors whose care he was in have to get the players back on the field by any means necessary. Health care isn't much better for retired NFL players. A retired NFL player only has health insurance for 5 years after he retires. And if a retired player only played for 3 seasons or less, then they don't qualify for health insurance at all. The NFL does allow its retired players to file for workers' compensation, but they have to file for this in their home state. But there are statutes of limitations on these claims, and they are different for each state. Most of these claims are denied by the NFL because they claim that they want to limit the unlimited exposure from injuries that are many years old. But there are organizations that have been trying to help these players. One example of this is the Tulane School of Medicine. They are participating in the brain health program for former NFL
Tulane
players.
University's medical school is teaming up with ex-NFL football players in a new program that will help them evaluate their brain health. The program is called TRUST and is free for players who competed in the NFL for at least 2 seasons. Tulane, along with the Cleveland Clinic and the University of North Carolina, will provide physical and neurological exams as well as potential treatment.